Okay. Welcome back to another Nick Lenz. Come corner classic and non-classic. This episode number 1393 and Doubleshot number 1287. Got two DC trades. First up, it is Justice League International, Volume 1, The Signal Masters. Written by Dan Jurgens, art by Aaron Lipsey. I met both these two guys, really awesome guys to meet. Yes. Now, the thing is, this is not the first Justice League International series. No, this is actually a revival of an old title that was previously last seen back in the 90s. Excuse me. And here's the thing about the first two volumes. Their number is a continuation of another book. Volume 1 was a continuation of Justice League Volume 1. Volume 2 was a continuation of Justice League Europe. Yep. So, we basically have Justice League International for the era post-Flashpoint. And this team is comprised of most people who've been part of the original group itself. We have Booster Gold, Guy Gardner. We also have Fire Ice. August Iron technically was not a member of the JLI before. Yeah, he's part of the Great 10. And he's a creation of Tony Bedard. We also have, because of course he was featured here, because it seems like he just loved BC loved putting with like a bunch of books. Batman. We also have Red Rocket here as well. Yeah, this is a good look. I think she's a new character. Mostly put. Now, the story here is this. The JLA are basically assembled by a man named Andrea Briggs. Yeah, it's a guy. And Ewan was skeptical about this, that he assembles a team. And they pick their base of operations, and it throws a whole bunch of controversy. No one likes what they chose to make it. And they put in the Hall of Justice. Which, I'm thinking, oh, wait. Did they just bring in the Hall of Justice when it was seen previously in pre-Flashpoint? Yeah, but here's the thing. They only operated this thing for like one issue because in the very next issue opens up with a building destroyed. And here's the thing. It remains destroyed for the rest of the series. And they basically come together and they get along first. They go on the first mission. And partway through, they have to abandon the mission because a giant showed up. Yes, an alien robot giant. So basically, it was actually now, Red Rocket didn't like the fact they had to retreat, but here's the thing. August Iron, he actually makes, the way Dan Jurgens writes him, he makes the guy who makes a lot of sense. And the fact that his ideas are basically he's a very reasonable person. Yep. This, of course, is a fun story arc. And they do defeat the alien at the very end, some known-to-me alien. Yeah. But the UN allows the JLI to operate, but with no base. Yep. They were without base the whole run because their base was destroyed. I'm like, why not just build the JLI embassy again? Really, Jurgens? You give him the Hall of Justice? Yeah. But this book is good. Give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Though, basically, the very next story arc, series will end. Why? Pure pettiness. Next up, it is Cyborg Volume 2, Danger Detroit. Oh boy, this is basically what starts the whole thing of let's just drag this story out. Excuse me. For like no reason at all. And this one does something that Deathstroke did. Where the first issue in here is called Imitation Life Part 7. Also, I like in the first trade where you open up the tier cover, they actually list off like the creative team on here and what part it is. Here they took it off for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, this was called Imitation Life Part 6. This book does contain, in case you're curious though, Cyborg Volume 2, issues number 6 to 13. Now, in this book, we actually have the woman, Samantha Taylor, who made a debut in the previous issues. She becomes this variant, a female cyborg who becomes an integral part throughout the rest of the series. Yep. Excuse me. So, we also have Cyborg do confront his evil robot father, and he's probably this thing called Otek, and apparently because basically Varian was all these terrorist group, that then basically, oh yeah, we have these gun officials come down because the fact she went rogue, like, oh, let's just terminate her, and I think, like, shut her off, and Cyborg's like, wait, she's still human, and everybody but his father actually agrees, like, yeah. And of course, she points out, yeah, I wasn't Edmund Human since I surrendered my humanity rights to the government. But she is still technically human, and apparently she's shot by somebody else right there, and then she remains off for a good chunk of the series. Yeah, then later on, Cyborg himself is shut down, though he then, of course, basically goes back on the street. And you probably thinking, wait, wasn't he shut down? And nope, he's not shut down. Well, kind of is. And he runs into a computer hacker who has him reactivate him. And this guy who basically pops up for pretty much the rest of this run. So they try to reactivate Variant, but that doesn't work out too well. And the storyline ends with basically Variant, Cyborg, the evil robot version of Victor's father, and a couple of people get sucked in their dimension. Yeah, that's quite interesting of an ending, but this is just interesting at best. Heck, they have a villain that they call Rat Trap. I'm like this guy. Yeah, this guy is a cheap rip out of Rat Trap from Beast Wars. I love the artwork in here. That's the only thing I give high praise to this book. It's just the artwork by Will Conrad, Paul Poliher. I mean, Tom Rick, Cliff Richards, and Alan Jefferson. It's good though they got rid of that previous artist who worked on the previous set of issues. They worked on issue 5. That artwork was terrible. I give this book roughly a 9 out of 10. Okay, so that's episode. I'm going to give myself a little break for a bit because I've been yawning. I need a little bit of break. So, pictures will review a little bit later, right? Probably after I get this next video up. Okay, this video. Bye.